Hello everyone. All thank you so much for joining with me today. I hope all are safe at home. Thank you so much for joining. I welcome you all for the Expressions Craft live today. This is Shweta here and I'm so excited to meet you all after a very long time. So, shall I start with the live? Hi everyone. Okay, so today's live is going to be all about texture paste and chalk paints. So this is the project which I'm going to do today. You all will be knowing what this is all about. But anyways, I'll brief you again. I'm going to texture paste and chalk paints, chroma. Yeah, these were requested by you in the previous post, which was posted on Expressions Craft page. So this is what I'm going to do today. And also contest. So stay with me and share your comments. This is going to be a very simple tutorial that anybody can do. We have very minimum supplies for this. So without any further delay, let me start the project. So let me first tell you what the ingredients which I'm going to use today. I have heavy gesso, which is the basic ingredient for any project, and I have this canvas for the base. Have taken a stretched canvas. You can also use a shadow box or a normal canvas or any canvas of any shape. To give a 3D effect, I have taken a stretched canvas and I'm going to do the reverse part of this. Okay, it's blurry. Just a minute. I don't know, it may be because of the network issues. Okay, the next ingredient will be texture paste. You all will be using this for your stenciling purposes extra. So this is the second ingredient. And then we have the chalk paints. And I have the chroma burst. I have these ground texture paste, which is going to be the main ingredient for our project. I also have deco stones and the main focal point, which is shells. So that's it for now. So first of all, you need to prime your canvas. To prime the canvas, you need to use heavy gesso. To be quick, I've already done heavy gesso for my canvas. Now let me move on to the next step. So the next step is texture paste. So with the help of texture paste, I'm going to create textures for the sea. For this, I'm going to use a palette knife. So take a generous amount of texture paste. As you all know, texture paste is very thick and creamy in consistency. You can use them for stenciling. You can use them for creating a lot of textures. You can also mix your colors along with this. It will give you a fantastic effect to your project. So I'm not following any particular direction to do this water area. Since it's water, it can be in any direction. Is it okay now? Is the zoom okay now? Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining with me. Please share this video with your friends and in your socials. So I'm not going to cover the entire canvas with the text through. So this portion is done. Let me move on to the next one. So the next one is going to be the bottom area. I'm going to stick my shells over here. So before that, I want to create a base for that, which is going to be with chalk paints. So for this, I'm going to use military brown. You can use any color that is related to sand. This is one of my favorite colors. So I'm not going to do my sides now. I'm just going to cover this frame part. I hope I'm audible and the video is also clear. If it is blurry, it may be because of the network issues. Okay, so I'm just topping this color over here. Let me put up some heat gun to dry this portion. Okay, so this is dry now. Let me start sticking the shells before this portion gets dried up. Once this gets dried, then we'll move on to the painting. So to stick the shells, I'm going to use glue gun. I have some shells over here. I hope you all will be having some shells at home. Girls, please share your comments. Be careful when you use the hot gun. It's really hot. You can use your gel medium. You can use your texture paste. This is a very simple project. I hope you all will give a try on it. Yes, you can stick it with sand paste also. For that you need to give a coat of sand paste over here, and on top of it you can stick the shells. But for time being I'm using glue gun because it takes time to dry the sand paste. So I'm using glue gun. Make sure you stick different kinds of shells next to each other so that it looks nice. Okay, it's not very late. I've done only 2 steps. The first one was texture paste, and I've just given a coat of chalk paints, and now I'm sticking the shells. Many of you will be having molds, shell molds. You can also use that. So I'm sticking over here also, which is inside the frame, because my shells are going to come over here. We have a contest announcement which will be done soon, so please stay tuned. You can also make use of pista shells. I have some over here. Thank you so much. If you want, you can make use of some vegetable nets or any kind of net you have at home to create some textures over here. This glue gun strings are automatically creating some textures for me over here, so it looks great. What do you think? So I have planned to cover this part with shells. So please hold on until I finish sticking my shells. Yes, even I like the strings. It looks nice. I actually had a cute little metal tortoise with me. I don't know where I kept it. I used it in my previous project. I'll show it to you. You can even add stuff like that in your C projects. You can also add glass nuggets, which is there in Expressions Craft. Yes, you can simply just go on with the glue gun on top of this to create those strings. Sticking the small ones in the gaps, and then we will move on to the next step. Yes, nuggets is also one of my favorite, but that will be even more apt to use on underwater projects. I guess this is enough for now. Let me stick little more. So guys, what do you the contest? What is it going to be about? Do you have any idea? I know I can get a couple of answers like giveaway, but yet there is something else apart from that also. So I'm simply adding here just to create textures. If you don't like it, you can just simply remove it. It comes out easily. Some theme-based challenge, some theme-based challenge with expressions craft project. Okay, that is a but okay, I am stopping here. Okay, I've stuck the seashells and you can see the glue gun strings over here. It might, but still it looks great. Yeah, I hope this is dried. Let me add some heat gun. Any more guesses? Can I see some more guesses? Alright, so the next thing is going to be painting the sea. So to paint the sea, I'm having chalk paints over here. I've chosen 3 shades to paint my sea. This is a wonderful combination. This is Princess Turquoise, Aquamarine and Seafoam. Okay, apart from this, you will be having these colors also. So you can use even a combination of these two along with this Princess Turquoise. It looks great, of course. So let me put some paint. Thank you so much. For this, I'm going to use a flat brush. Before that, you can spray some water. The texture paste is still wet, so it's just coming out along with the chalk paints, but it's okay. So I want the top area to be, so I've used this Princess Turquoise. To color the project, you have many mediums to do it. For example, you can use sprinkle mist, you can use chroma burst, acrylic paints, but chalk paints are my favorite. It gives nice matte finish and looks so rich. isn't it? What do you think? Okay, I've complete the dark area. Next, I'll move on to the sea foam. I'm mixing these two colors to get a medium shade. Another tip is that you can mix these chalk paints along with your texture paste, which we kept in the previous step. You can mix it along with that and you can apply directly, something like color texture paste. Yes, you can even use chroma burst. You can mix chroma burst with texture paste. So I've completed up to this. Next, I'll move on to the light shade, which is aquamarine. Can you see the colors? I will push a bit of color into the darker shade so that it creates a gradient effect. Yeah, chroma burst are pigment powders. You can use them with any mediums like gel medium or texture paste. You can directly sprinkle chroma burst onto your project and add some water sprays. In that way you can color your projects. I will show you how to use them in a while. This is white silk chalk paint. I'm gonna mix a bit of it along with the aquamarine to complete my sea painting. Thank you so much. Okay, with this I am completing my shading for the water area. You can keep on adding colors, there's no end for adding colors. So at some point we need to stop. So let me try to stop somewhere. I'm just filling the gaps. So this is how it looks. I don't know whether my video is proper or blurry. I'm sorry if it is blurred. So next we will move on to the most exciting part of today's live, which is texture paste. So let me tell you what and all we have. We have this is actually a texture paste with sandy texture. So it is always important to use texture paste according to the color of your project. If your project is in black base, granite color, you can use this white sand and ice and snow. This white sand is something similar to black granite. Of course, it is sandy in texture as the name suggests. Can you see? So you can use this white sand in any of your projects. You can mix your pigments along with these texture paste. and ice and snow. I will show you the magic effect of this ice and snow at the last. So I will just hold on. And we have this mud brown and natural desert. So these are the two different colors, black and white. And mud brown, as the name suggests, it is in brown color, and natural desert is in yellow ochre. Okay, so it is very important where you use these paste. The purpose will be solved only when you use these paste in an apt place and just leave the natural color. I'll just show it to you. So this is how it looks. And this is natural desert. So you can use a knife to apply these paste, or you can use brush, or you can even use your fingers. First I will start with my knife. So I've taken some natural desert. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, my nails are in the sea theme, kind of. Thank you. I just want to match it with my project so that it looks nice. Okay, let me use my fingers. I'm more comfortable with my fingers than the knife. Thank you so much. The video is blurred because of network issues in either side. So I'm really not aware of it. I really don't know how to fix it, so please bear with it. I will texture paste on this, which looks even more natural. For this, I'll get back to the brushes. Once it dries, it really looks like a actual sand. We also have something called sprinkle glitz. This one. This is exactly like white sand, glassy sand to be precise. It looks glassy. You can even mix colors along with that, use as sand. That will also give a similar effect. Yes, it looks like actual sand. Make sure you apply even on the shells. That makes the project more real. Okay, I'll add some more over here also. So once you use these sand paste, which is brown and desert, please don't color on top of it. The actual originality of the paste will be lost if you color on top of it. So please don't color on top of it unless if you lack any. Is my video clear? I'm so sorry, there was some technical issue. My live got cut. Please get back. I'm so sorry. Is everyone back? I'm so sorry, there was some technical issues. Please get back. Okay, thank you. So next, I'm keeping the mud. I will be using this only at the bottom without disturbing the dessert paste. Thank you for coming back. I'm so sorry. So I'm using this mud brown. This is going to dry dark, so not to worry that it is so light and all. Okay, so now let me add some more over here also. I actually like adding the paste to the entire project over here, but it takes time to dry, so I'm just adding here and there inside. Yep, so I'm completed with this sand paste. So next is also an important step when you do C projects. Let me close this. Next, I'm going to use this similar to the sand color. So we have an empty space over here. So I'm just going to use this tortilla to cover that space. I'm going to use this white silk also along with that. So mix these two colors. The purpose of doing this is to create a gradient between the sea and the sand. So I'm not going to touch this. This is a bit lighter than the natural desert, and that is how the gradient uh, gets formed. So any more guesses regarding the contest? So I want to share this video. So I want you all to share it with your friends. So I'm just mixing a bit with the edge of the desert sand so that it is nice and gradient. I'm not touching inside, I'm just going on in the border. Okay, this color is tortilla. Okay, I've mixed this color along with white silk. Between the sand and the sea. For those who have missed, so how do you all like this project? Is it good? Easy? Get that is right in front of me, so that can't be a contest. Anything else? Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, so the sand area is almost done. I will add some over here also on top of the shells. You can even use metallic paints, but I want this to be really natural, so I'm using chalk paints. Thank you so much. Alright, so this is complete. So finally, I'm going to add an effect to our project, which is going to be ice and snow paste. There is some specialty with this paste. This is really fine and yet little grainy. Okay, this is not plain, this is really fine and grainy. So I'm going to use this paste to create some waves in between. These products are already there in the site. You will also be getting links in the comment box. My base is not dried yet, so I'm giving a thick coat of it. Or let me just put some heat gun. So I'm just taking a generous amount of this. This is an apt paste to create sea waves. You know why? It is so nice. It is so foamy. Even to as well as when you do, you can feel the foamy effect of the paste. Yes, it is always better to dry your project and then add these paste. Otherwise, the colors gets mixed with and it doesn't remain as white as it is now. I will move this paste a little bit inside the water also. In the previous project, I used white sand, but then later I thought this will be a better option to make waves. You can even try white sand, and I will add some also. I will be showing samples of ice and snow once I complete this. Okay. So when you add heat gun to this ice and snow, you can see some bubbling effect. I've applied it a bit thick, so it takes time to get popped up, but I will show it to you separately, but you just see how it is. Actually, I can see some popping up over here and there, but since it's very thick, you may not be able to see it now. I will show you along with the stencil, so please take a look. Let it dry now. I will show you the stencil effect. I will keep this aside. I have a small canvas over here, and I will use some stencil, some random stencil. Okay. So this is also from Expressions Craft. You can use this ice and snow paste along with fairy dust. Fairy dust is something like glitters. You can use it along with that to give a sparkling effect. So apply a generous amount of this ice and snow paste. I will put the heat gun on top of it. Wow, did you see that? It's getting popped out. Can you see the popping effect? Wow, that's amazing. What do you think? How is it? So allow this to dry completely. Before that, touch it. If you touch it, this pop thing goes inside and becomes flat. Okay, you can see each and every single tile gets popped up. Okay, this is the speciality of this ice and snow paste. This is what I tried in my seed project, but since it is random and vague, I'm not able to get a pop effect, but definitely you will be getting this in the stencil. So please do try. You can also add embossing powder on top of this to get multiple embossing. That sounds nice, so please do try it. Coming back to my project, let me finish some blues over my water. So guys, what do you think? How was it? Please share your comments. I always love sea projects, it looks so natural with these products and you must try it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, I forgot to add these deco stones on my sand paste. So let me do that now. You can simply spread these deco stones onto your sand paste when it is wet. That is very important. When it is simply just sprinkle some stones onto the paste and it sticks naturally. This is an extra effect to the project, so we can try this. I will use a knife to just press it. Just press these stones onto the texture paste and it will stick automatically. Yeah, without it, it doesn't get popped up. Only with the help of heat gun, it gets popped up. Or maybe you can try it in the hot sun. I'm not sure, but heat gun is the best way to pop up the ice and snow paste. Okay, so with this, the project is complete. I have one final thing to do, which is chroma burst. Many of you were asking how to do that. So I will use this teacup teal. Just sprinkle some amount on top because my top area is dark. The specialty of these powders is that a pinch of it gives an enormous amount of color. So just use a very minimal amount and I will add some spray. Yes, you can add chroma burst onto your ice and snow. In fact, I had a bit of chroma burst over here, which was already there in my box. Can you see a blue shade over here? It was already there in my box and that got mixed. So we can very well mix chroma burst along with the ice and snow. The raised effect is only because of the ice and snow paste. So it has nothing to do with the pigments. So you can add any pigment along with the paste. Okay, it will become dark once it gets dried. I will leave it over here and next I will add some on the bottom also, for which I'm going to use old metal rust, which is brown, and choco truffle, which is dark brown. The names are so creative in this brand. Just sprinkle here and there. Yes, normal water. This choco truffle is a bit dark, so be careful when you sprinkle them. Can you see the effect? How it is? And once it gets dried, it starts shimmering. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone who have joined this live with me. I feel so happy that you people are so supportive, and thank you so much for those who have shared this video already, and also the previous post which I have been posting for past 2 3 days. Okay, so the project is now complete. Let me try to add something else also, just a minute. I have these pearls which I forgot to tell you. I hope you all will be knowing why I have taken these pearls. Yes, it is to stick on the shells. It looks so nice, isn't it, when you add a pearl on it? It's an artificial pearl, so you can add how many ever you want. So it's all up to your wish. I like this, so I'm adding quite a few. It's all up to your wish. Okay, it's done. And I can see splatters. Okay, I will add. Can I do it with white? Can I use white? I because I haven't tried this in my project. So you people, can I also to splash? Okay, if it is more, you can just put the color on top of it and you can just cover it. Okay, so this is our project. Once you keep chroma burst, you just move your canvas, the colors are evenly spread. Okay, this was my previous project, which you all have seen in the post. I've used white sand over here, and then on top of it I used ice and snow. And this is the turtle which I was talking about, and I had an anchor over here, and I had a lot of shells. I used some metallics also. You can see the shining effect over here and there. So I used sand paste for the bottom area. So since we don't have much time, I just how to go about. So you can just take a look at both the projects. I think I added some extra chroma burst over here that gave me this depth. Okay, let me show you. Uh, the project was actually good when you add the dark area over there. You can even mix black along with uh, what is this, military brown and black, and give a coat over here, and that makes this part darker. Yes, you can use cheesecloth. I will show you my project which I did for Expressions Craft. I will explain how I made that. Okay, so this looks dark now. I like the dark patch over here. See, now it is almost similar. So I hope you all like this project. Please share your comments. Okay, let me announce so the contest is going to be like, you people have to make a similar project, something like this, or the one which I'm going to show it to you now. The similar one is preferably good with your own inputs, and the rules are going to be very simple. Rule number one is you need to use these texture paste. This is the most important rule. It is compulsory that you need to use these two texture paste in your project, and you need to post it in your page, this project what you have done. You must tag Expressions Craft and other DT members in that, and you need to share this live video. As I said earlier, we will choose the best work and you will get a chance of winning a goodie bag for the best work. The best work will also be posted in our social media. So that is all about the contest. I hope to see many creations, something even better than mine. So please do participate, and I will show you this project. This doesn't have any sea. It was all about shells and the land area. There's a video of this in the Expressions Craft YouTube channel. You can just check it out. As somebody said earlier, you can use cheesecloth, you can use this net. I've used cheesecloth in the bottom. I've used a lot of crackle paste. Can you see this? I've used a lot of crackle paste. I've used white sand. I've used even ice and snow on top of the shells. And I've used sprinkle mist for this project, which is chestnut and other blue shades. I've also used chroma burst here and there, and I've given a coat of white gesso on top of this. So how is it? So you people have to make something similar to these projects or any other inspirations, but the main thing is you need to use these paste here. So how do you like it? So that is all for today's live session. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you so much for being with me. Thank you. You can see this tutorial even after this live. It will be posted in the YouTube channel of Expressions Craft. So please take a look at it whenever you want. And to brief, I have made this ice and snow paste for the popping effect. So give a try on this also. I have also made something previously to just give a try. I used these square stencils and also these bubble ones. These bubble ones were so nice, it actually gets bubbled up so nicely. So please give a try. So you people have any doubts, you can just ask me. Thank you so much. Oh, you can hear the ocean waves. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. I hope you all enjoyed today's live session. You missed the beach. It's okay, you will be in the beach in some few more months, maybe. Yes, even I miss the beach. So I hope to see you all very soon in the next live. It'll be great if you just suggest us to do some lives regarding some products or some theme. That'll be very helpful to us so that we can teach you methods and other tips and all. And the most important thing, don't forget to participate in the contest. So with this, I am ending my live session. Thank you to each and everyone who have joined with me today. It's a great pleasure and you have been a great audience. Thank you so much.